Yeah, servant leadership started about, I think, 12 years ago, and it was kind of the brainchild of Tamlin Boersma, the counselor, and myself. We met in Aaron's office and dreamed of a class where we could engage students in just what the class says, servant leadership itself, behind the scenes, kind of service that way, engaging them in things that are already going on in our community. Like right now we're working on the food drive for Project Hope, and we've worked with Don Koch quite a bit, and engaging them to do the kind of work that's already being done in our community that way. My favorite is the food drive by far, just seeing the people already in our town involved, Don Koch being one that way too, but we've met others as well. Jim Crissetti, my former teacher at LC, was a part of that too. So having the kids work side by side with those servant leaders already has definitely been great for me as well, to see Christian leadership behind the scenes and maybe you wouldn't have heard of otherwise.
So we had a food drive to collect food, and we did a point system and told some certain foods like peanut butter, like which ones are really important, and like high needs. And so we've been doing that for the past couple weeks, and this is all the food we've collected throughout the elementary and middle school.
Well, so the food drive is a specific example, just to see like the outcome of what, like the difference we can make as a community. We can make such a big difference. And this is like a great example, and like seeing the final product is really cool.
I want them to love Jesus, and I want them to serve him. And if that means doing so in ways that the world doesn't necessarily value as much, like if it's quiet and behind the scenes, ultimately living for God as the audience and not our world, and trying to impress people so much, but really living under discipleship of Jesus and giving him the glory and helping a neighbor in need, I think is right in line with Scripture. So it's a discipleship extension. I call it an extension of my Bible class too in many ways, right? Being able to put in what we study in the Word actually into action. So it's a great class. It's been so much fun to teach over the years, a real blessing.
In Bible, we're actually learning about the Great Commission, and like how Jesus said, go and make disciples of all nations. And this is like one of the ways, like I think personally I can really bless other people, and I can do that because that's one of the ways I can show the impact of Jesus, and I can make disciples of all nations.
Just like helping others and being willing to put yourself out there and talking about Jesus, and just being willing to do whatever is needed.
I think it means doing really super practical and maybe ordinary looking things, but for the right reason, and to glorify God and to help a neighbor in need. The extension of what it's a practical application of what we study, and there's a line in the mission statement that talks about having a transforming influence in the world. And in my mind, there's no more powerful influence than just doing what Jesus said to do, which is to serve a hurting world and to honor him.